Good morning, Saturday Academy on Saturday, November 7th of 2020.
Good morning, Ms. Canelo.
Good morning, Miss Canela.
Good morning, my lovely stars that decided to show up. I have 15 students, 16 students. I'm sure we're going to get up to 50 like we always do, right? So let me tell you what today's structure is going to be. We are starting a few minutes early. I just want to respect your time. Those that are on, I want you to get, the best you can out of the time that you have. You guys all took your math interim assessment on Thursday on November 5th. You all got your results. You all got your score. So what we're going to do today is I put the questions together, and you're going to see when I present the screen in a moment two things. I'm going to show you this pie chart, which is a circle, and it's divided into colors, and I'm going to explain what that is. And then we're going to go over questions that was a low percentage. That means the entire sixth grade scored very low, and I'm going to target those questions. But I took all 16 questions on the assessment, and I put the percent that the entire sixth grade got correct. Hello, Heaven. Okay, let me just write down who's here so I can take attendance. Heaven and Emma. All right, so the first screen I'm going to present to you, it doesn't have names. You're going to see a red, yellow, orange, and green, and I'm going to explain what that is, and then we're going to go right into reviewing what we all need help on as a whole sixth grade. Perhaps you understand the question, and perhaps you can explain it, but everyone should be having a pencil or a pen, and everyone should have their math notebook, because we're going to go over them. Again, if your camera is not on and you don't tell me, then I'm going to have to put you in the waiting room. Okay, so let me present this part to you. Does everyone see this colored pie chart? All right, I want to present what this means. If you see green, green means proficient. That means you passed the assessment with either 60 out of 80, 65 out of 80, 70 out of 80, 75 out of 80, or 80 out of 80. And there's one student on here that got 100. I think that was Tori and Kalani. I'm not sure if she's coming, but if she comes, she got 100. Now, if you got basic, which is almost meeting proficiency, you earned 55 out of 80, which is in this yellow triangle. Does everyone see that? If you got approaching, you earned the orange, which was very small, right? There were 6 students that got orange. There were 9 students that got yellow. As you can see, 34 students got green. And then 27 students were in danger, which means that they need a lot of help, below average, which is the red. So again, this just represents where the students in the 6th grade fall. And shout out to Mr. R. He was the one that actually compiled. He put this pie chart together. So that's what this is. This is from your IA. Again, you want to try to be in the green or the yellow. If we're in the red, we get it. You know, there could be a few reasons. Either we didn't understand it, we rushed. Maybe we were confused on something. And today I'm going to clarify those misconceptions or errors, and you're going to learn from your mistakes. That way, when you see these again on interim 2, you can do better from what you did this time. Does anyone have any questions about this pie chart? Now is the time to ask me before we move on, because you came early. I don't hold anything back from my students. I tell them exactly how it is so that everyone is on the same page. All right, this is from the IA from Thursday. All right, if there's no other questions, I'm going to go right into today's work. All right, let me just pull it up. Where did it go? Saturday school. Okay, I posted the work yesterday, and I posted the video of class yesterday with Nia Miller's notes. They were amazing notes. I highly suggest you take a look at those notes. She did perfect modeling her notes. And if you notice, she didn't copy everything. She just copied what was in that 8-minute video that I explained. So today I hope to see emails of people's notes. All right, Dwight's coming in. All right. Wait, hold on. Oh no, I'm not launching a meeting. My mistake. See, I'm like all over the place today. I want this. All right. Because I'm tired today. I'm going to be honest. Let me just add Dwight's name on my sheet. Dwight. All right. So, again, I'm going to present for those that just kind of arrived, because it's now 9 o'clock. We started a few minutes early. Okay. So today's learning target: I can successfully learn from my misconceptions, mistakes, and errors on my math interim assessment that was on Thursday, November 5th of 2020. Now, I'm going to explain to you guys what these percents mean. If you look at number 1, Tori, it says 49.4%. What that means is that 49.4% of you, the 6th graders, got this question right. So because it's under 70%, we need to review and revisit how we divide fractions. Does that make sense? This is the percent of students that got the correct answer, this 49.4. So Tori, you scored a perfect score. I'm going to ask for you to do number 1 for me. I'm going to ask you to read it and tell us what to do, young lady.
Mr. Tola has a piece of wood that is 8 1/4 feet in length. He wants to cut it into pieces that are each 3/4 foot in length. How many 3/4 foot pieces of wood Mr. Tola can make?
Wait, only Tori should be off mute. So Tori, how do we tackle this question? What was your strategy when you took your IA? Can you tell the students? What did you do? Did I lose you?
Yes,
What did you use?
I use KCF.
Okay, keep, change, flip. Everyone should be writing this down. Keep, change, and flip. Someone else is coming in. Now, talk to us, Tori. What do we keep? What do we change? What do we flip?
So we keep the 8 1/4.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do to make it fair is, you know us, I try to, Mr. R is much better than I am, but I'm gonna try my best. Okay, so keep going.
Then you write the division sign.
Keep going. You can keep going. I'm listening.
And then you write the 3/4.
Okay, so she says you write 8 1/4. You keep it. She says write the division sign, and then you write the 3/4. Okay, so now Tori, talk to the peers in here. What do you do with this 8 1/4? First of all, what kind of fraction is it, and what do you do? All you. I'm not helping. I want to hear from you. Go.
This is a mixed fraction, and now we have to change it into an improper fraction.
Can you explain how to do that?
First, we multiply the 8 times before and then add the 1.
So what is the new fraction? Just stay off mute the entire time. Go ahead.
33
Over what?
over 4.
33, so Jamie and Adam, over 4. Okay, talk to us about this.
Then we change the division sign into a multiplication sign.
Okay, and now what?
And then we flip the 3 over 4 into a 4 over 3.
And what's it called when we flip the fraction?
The reciprocal.
You guys hear those words that she's using? I'm having her do this problem for a reason. Everyone see what Tori just did here. Keep the first, you make the improper, she said, to mixed number by using MAD, change division to multiplication, and then you do the reciprocal of 3/4. Now, Tori, help me out. What do we do now? I forgot. What do we do?
We solve the problem, so 33 times 4.
Here. 33 times 4 is what, Tor? Tori, come off mute. Help us. Did you get 132?
132
Okay, what's your denominator? Stay off mute. Just stay off mute so you don't have to keep unmuting.
over 12.
Now, look at this improper fraction. Is that an answer, Tori?
No, we have to simplify it
And how do we simplify what operation?
by using division.
Beautiful. Everyone see that? So now what are we going to do, Tori?
So we have to find what number can go into 12 and 132 equally, or
Okay.
we could divide.
Okay, so continue with the problem. I'm just going to make people as you do that.
12 can go into 13.
So she said one time. Tori, does 12 go into 12?
Yes, one time.
Okay, so how many pieces does he need?
11 pieces.
Again, this question, only 49.4% of the entire sixth grade got this question right. So clearly we needed a review on dividing fractions. Tori modeled it perfectly. Okay, I'm going to be picking the questions that were low scoring, and those are the ones I'm going to go over. Anything under a 70% requires review, especially that we got 50% here. Okay, I'm going to erase it. I'm going to start erasing by the keep. Actually, I'm not going to even erase it because it's just you guys. Well, no, yeah, I should, because in case people want to try it. All right, next up, I'm going to see. I'm going to randomly call on people. Thank you, Tori, for doing that one. I might be calling on you a lot, Tori. So just be prepared.
Okay.
And Shay, be prepared, Shay, because you might go too. She's like, what? Yeah, that's right. All right, let's look at question 2. So 76.6% of the entire sixth grade got the GCF one right. So guess what? I don't have to go over that question because it was over 70. My goal is 75 or higher. I would love 100%, but let's be realistic. Not everyone's going to always get 100%. All right, let's move on to question 3. Again, 76.6% of the students got this question right. So there clearly is no need for me to go over that, if you ask me. If it was like 40, I would say yeah, right? This question, though, needs a lot of help. We only got 39% of the students got this right. So, Shaylin, you're going to read this problem, and you and Tori, Shaylin, you're going to read this problem. So can you read it for us, please? And I'm going to set it up on the board.
Two whole numbers have a least common multiple of 60. Each number is less than or equal to 12. The greatest common factor of the two numbers is 2.
Oh, you read the whole thing already? Keep going. Keep going.
What are the two numbers?
Okay. So what do you think we have to do here, Shay? What do we have to find?
The least common factor and multiple.
Okay, so we have to find the least common multiple. So let's look at it. Right? So let's look at, I'm just going to make that a little smaller. Okay. So Shay, we have to find the LCM of all the numbers, right? Right? So let's go do that. Let's find the factors. Shay, what's the factors of 6? You're going to do the LCM. I mean, the GCF part. Shaylin.
Okay.
So give me all the numbers that equal 6. 1 times what?
1 times 6. 2 times 6. Wait, no.
Yeah,
2 times 6.
Okay. Give me the factors of 10. Looks like someone's trying to come in. Give me the factors of 10, please.
1 times 10. And 2 times 5.
Okay. Again, the reason why we're reviewing this question from your interim assessment is because 39% of the entire 6th grade got it right, which shows me that you need help on this problem. All right, Shay, give me the factors of 5.
1 times 5.
Any others?
No.
No. Factors of 12, starting in order. 1 times what?
1 times 12. 2 times 6. 3 times 4.
Good. All right, 15. Give me the factors, please.
1 times 15. 3 times 5.
All right. Anaya Moda, you're going to tell me how you find the LCM. Are we doing factors or skip counting? Anaya Mota.
Okay, so
I know, it's a lot. But I want to help you guys do better, so when you see these again, you don't make the same mistakes we made on Thursday.
Okay.
So how do we find the LCM? Do we skip count or we do factors?
We skip count.
So help me. 6.
12,
Mm-hmm.
18, 24,
Mm-hmm.
30, 36,
Mm-hmm.
48,
42, 48. Give me 2 more.
54,
And?
and 60.
Okay, give me the multiples of 10. That's easy. 10.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70.
Wow, we got another student coming in. Okay, now let me just submit them. Give me now, oh, they left. Give me now, please, the multiples of 5, young lady.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
That one's pretty easy, right? Oh my goodness, okay. I need you to pay attention. All right. Now we gotta do the multiples of 12. 12. 12 times 2. 12 times 3. I didn't hear you.
48,
One more.
60,
All right, multiples of 15. 15, then what?
30,
Then what?
45.
Good, then what? 60, right? Now, going back here, 2 of the factors, right? 2 of the numbers for the GCF have to be 2. So first of all, let's have Samiri come off mute now. Thank you, the 2 for that. One did GCF, one did LCM. Samiri Hollins.
Yes.
All right. We want to figure out in the GCF column in green that's in blue writing, we want to know which 2 numbers give us a GCF of 2. Does 5 have a GCF of 2? Does that make any sense, Samiri?
No.
Okay, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to erase that because there is no 2 in this number, if it lets me. Now, let's find the GCF of 6 and 10, Samari. What is the common number that's shared between 6 and 10? Do they share a 1?
What you said?
Do they share a 1?
A 1.
Okay, and?
And they share 2.
Okay, so what is the GCF of 6 and 10, sir?
2.
Okay, so the GCF of these, oops, I put GFC. The GCF is 2. Let's go find the GCF of 12 and 15, Samari. Same concept, you do it. Go. What numbers do 12 and 15 have in common? What's the same?
They have the 1.
Okay, what else?
They have 3.
Okay, any others?
No.
You sure? I see a 2. Oh, no, you're right. So, the GCF of 12 and 15 is what?
3.
The GCF.
3.
Okay, so we want a GCF of 2. So can we eliminate 12 and 15?
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna go like this. We're gonna take our pencil. If we were taking the real test, we already said that we can't have 5 and 12. So now we're left with either 6 and 10 or 10 and 12. Now, we gotta figure out, Samari, we wanna look at 10 and we wanna look at 12. You're doing really well. This isn't an easy question, okay? What is the GCF of 10 and 12? What numbers do they share in common?
They share 2 and 1.
Okay. So they share, we're looking at the 2 blue now. He says that they share a 1. They share a 2 and a 2. So what is the GCF now of 10 and 12?
2.
Okay, so now this GCF is 2 here. Do we all see that? GCF of these numbers, is everyone following me? Is 2. Okay, so we know that the GCF of 6 and 10 is 2, and the GCF of 10 and 12 is 2. Now, the only other thing is we got to now find out, out of A and C, which one has an LCM of 60? So we're going to be looking at the LCMs now. So here's the LCM of what we're doing, of those numbers, and then we'll do that. So Kayla, what is the LCM of 6 and 10, Kayla? What numbers does 6 and 10 have in common on the LCM side in blue with purple numbers?
60.
Okay. They share one number that they have in common is a 60. Any other numbers that they have in common?
30.
30. So what is the LCM? Is it 30? Kayla, cameras on, please, at all times. School policy. Thank you. So is it 30 or 60? 30. We want the LCM to be 60. Listen, you said it's 30. So the LCM of these numbers is 30. I heard you. LCM is 30. We want the LCM to be 60. So can A be an answer? Kayla?
No.
No, so it has to be C, and I'm going to show you why right now. Okay, that was a hard one. We're going to do the LCM of 10. I'm going to do the LCM of 20, and I'm going to use a square. Okay, I'm going to use a square, and I'm going to choose it to be in green. So the LCM of 10 and 12, right? They share a 60. You see that? You guys see that? 10 and 12 share 60. The GCF is 2 of those numbers, and it is less than or equal to 12. That is why it's choice C as in cat. I hope you all got that. I'm going to give you another 10 seconds to write that. We're going to see what other problems we need assistance on based on the interim assessment. Hope we're all paying attention. It's really important. This is for you guys. This isn't for me, okay? All right.
B.
The answer is C, 10 and 12. So I'm going to write the answer at the bottom so that you all see it, okay? Answer is C, which is 10 and 12. You should all be writing this down. And if you can't write it down, I suggest if you have a cell phone, take a picture. Okay? Take a picture. And if you don't get it all, you can always go back to the recording and get whatever you missed. Like I said, I'm only going over the scores that are low. All right, this one, 71% of the class got it right. So there's really no need for me to go over it because it's over 70%, but I'm going to do it quick. Stephen Melendez, what is the opposite of -1.5, Stephen Melendez? Because you did awesome on your IA too. Melendez. Unmute.
R.
Why is it R? The opposite of -1/2. So -1/2 is at point Q. He says that the opposite is R. Does everyone see why it is point R? Yes? No? Speak now. If you don't know. Okay, moving on. Number 6, let's see what that looks like. Yeah, this is at 51.9%. I don't understand what the deal is, guys, with fractions with you all. But Lorena, can you read question 6 for me, where it says 51.9%?
The coordinates of point F are 1, 0, 1, 0.5, and the coordinates of point G are 1.5 and 0.5. Which coordinate plane below correctly shows the location of F and G?
All right, Lorena, so looking at these two coordinate planes, where do we always start when we graph? What's the center point called in red?
Origin.
Good. We want to go to point F, which is +1. So do we move to the right or the left, young lady?
To the right.
How many? I'm just going to change my default coloring. So I want some more choices. We move to the right or the left?
To the right.
Right, we go to 1. And then how far do I have to go up to get to 0.5, which is in the F? A half, right? So is this 1, 0.5, Lorena? Is this blue point the same as what they're asking? Right, in between 0 and 1, this slash is a half. So this is true. So far that matches. Now looking at what I put a red rectangle on, -1, -5, Lorena. We want to go to -1 on the X. Is that to the right or the left?
To the left.
Good, so this is -1. And how am I going to get to G? Do I move up or down?
Down.
Down. And in between 0 and 1 is what number?
1.5.
1.5 or -1/2?
Negative.
So do you agree that this is -1, -0.5?
Yes.
So we have to pick choice A on the coordinate plane. This one you might not be able to write down because it's graphing and you don't have graph paper unless you were in the school and you got it. And while we're doing that, let's just go over the quadrants, right? This is quadrant 1. This is quadrant 2, guys. This is quadrant 3. And then this is quadrant 4. Right? When we think of that C that we make, right? If we think of the C for Canella. All right, let's move on to the next one. Yes, this one. I am going to call Joseph Holman. Please read number 7.
Okay, so the inequality below compares two rational numbers, which are -8 out of 18 and -17/27. If the two numbers were plotted as values on a horizontal number line, which statement would be true?
So Joseph, in order to answer this question, what do you have to do with these fractions? Turn them into a what?
Convert them into whole numbers.
No, we can't really do a whole number because it's a fraction, which is less than 1. So we're going to make them into a decimal, right?
Yeah.
Convert. I'm going to make this a little smaller so it fits. So convert the fractions to decimals. Now, Joseph,
Yeah.
fraction is what operation?
A fraction, that would be division.
Okay, so if you divide 8 by 18, what's 8 divided by 18 on your calculator, sir?
I didn't get my calculator.
8 divided by 18.
I can't leave the class to go get it.
Okay, listen. -8 divided by 18. The expectation is you should have the calculator with you because now we waste time. Negative what? Somebody help him out while he gets his calculator. Mr. Hudson, what's 8 divided by 18, Mr. Hudson? Use your calculator. I hear somebody. I don't know who that is right now. So 8 negative, so I want 8 divided by 18. Oh, you got your calculator now, Joseph? Okay. Or Justin. Somebody tell me what, either Justin or Joseph, what's 8 divided by 18? 0 point what?
0.4.
Okay, so -0. -0.44. Now, Joseph, I want you to convert 17 divided by 27 as a decimal. And tell me what you arrive at. Negative what? I'm going to do it too because I don't know off the top of my head.
17 divided by 27. That would equal -0.62.
-0.62, roughly. Now, Joseph, now we're going to use this number line and we're going to plot them on the number line, yes?
Mm-hmm.
This is 0. What numbers are to the left of 0? Positive or negative?
That would be negative.
All right, so we want -44 or -62. Which comes first when I go to the left?
Mm-hmm. So if we go to the left, we would plot the 44 would be closer to 0, so we place it.
Excellent. See, I know you know the work. I just need you to take your time like now. You're doing awesome this time around.
And
Now,
since 0.62 is farther from 0, you have to place it near the end of the left part of the
awesome.
9.
All right, does everyone see what I'm doing? Does everyone see what we just did? Now, Joseph, let's eliminate what doesn't make sense. Look at choice A. Can you read it and tell us what to do with A?
It says both numbers lie to the right of 0, and negative 8/18 lie to the left of negative 17/27.
So Joseph, looking at the question, the right I put a pink arrow. Is that even, are there any numbers to the right of the number line?
Nope.
So what do we do?
So we have to cross it out.
Look at C, read C.
It's both numbers lie to the right of 0, and negative 8/18 lies to the right of negative 17/27. No numbers at the right of the 9, so cross it out.
Let's look at B. They both say they both lie to the left, right? And A and D. So that's correct on that part. But now, read the second part after the word
It
and.
says, and negative 8/18 lies to the left of negative 17/27.
Is that true?
No, it lies to the right of the second one.
So then that means you should select what answer, young man?
B.
Does everyone see that? Because negative 8/18 is to the left or lies to the right of 17/27. Does everyone see that? You have to know the difference between right and left. And you have to know that if you convert these fractions into decimals, you will arrive at the correct solution or the correct answer. You will be seeing questions like this again. Even though we already did it, we're going to come back. Just remember, when you see a fraction, you need to convert it into a decimal. Does that make sense? Thumbs up if you're with us. If you're with what Joseph and I did. I should see thumbs up. There's not that many of you on today. There's like 40, I think. Thumbs up. Daniel, Samiri, Isaiah, I can't see your thumbs. I can't see a face. Samiri, I don't see a face. Okay, Chidozi. Okay, let's see who else. Emma, I don't know if you're with me. Tyrone, Gigi, we're over here on the board. I don't know if you're with me. I said thumbs up if you understand. All right, looks pretty good over here. Michelle, I don't see you. Maya Roberts, I don't see your head, so I don't know what the deal is. Okay, Nia, let's look at the next question. Okay, this one I'm gonna go over very quickly. Nia Myers, Miller, Nia Miller. Can you read this, please? Quickly, this is an easy one.
Which number has an absolute value greater than 5?
Okay, absolute value greater than 5. So what is absolute value, Nia? Do you remember? Time out. Hold on a minute. Somebody's not muted. And I'm gonna find out. Okay, listen, can you mute yourself, whoever that is? There's noise in your background? Okay. What's absolute value, Nia? Measures the what?
Is the distance between the number.
A distance, the distance a number is from 0, right? And is it positive or negative?
Positive.
Always positive. Now, Nia, let's graph each number on the number line, and then let's figure out, according to our number line, what's true. So we know 0's in the center, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is -5 here. This is -6. Okay. Now, ready? Nia, how far is -6 in blue from 0?
5.
5 or 6? Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so the absolute value is 6. Now, let's look at the pink circle. How far is 0 from -5? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Now, let's do the next one in purple. How far is 0 from 0? That's an easy one.
0.
Good. Last but not least, we're going to go graph 5 in green. How far is 0 from 5? 1, 2, 3, 4.
5.
Okay. Now read the question carefully and come up with the answer.
Which number has an absolute value greater than 5?
So which answer is bigger than 5, greater than 5?
A.
There you go. I don't know what was so difficult, guys, about that question. All right. Thank you. Go on mute now. Heaven Williams, you're going to be the next contestant. Heaven, when you get a chance, 66.2% of the entire 6th grade got number 9 right on ratios. That's a little concerning. Go ahead, Heaven.
A zoo has 15 toucans and 60 parrots. What is the ratio of numbers to toucans? The numbers of parrots.
So what are we comparing here? What to what? What's the order? Because order matters. Is it toucans to parrots or parrots to toucans?
Toucans to parrots.
Right? Because order matters, right, Heaven?
Yes.
Okay, Heaven. All right, Heaven, substitute the numbers now. What's the numerator and what is the denominator?
15 is the numerator and 60 is the denominator.
Okay, you match them up. Now, is that an answer?
No.
So what do I got to do with the fraction?
You have to simplify.
Okay, what can I divide by?
You can divide by
What? Give me a number that can go into 15 and 60.
5. Wait.
Yeah, 5 is right. Let's take that. Continue. Give me the new fraction now.
That's 3 and 12.
Okay, is 3 over 12 an answer choice?
No.
So what do I got to do?
Have to simplify again.
Okay, what can I divide by now?
3. Wait. Yeah,
Yeah.
3.
Don't second guess yourself. You got this. So what's 3 divided by 3, young lady?
3 divided by 3 is 1.
And 12 divided by 3 is what?
4.
So what's the answer?
And
A, 1/4. So what this is saying is for 15 toucans, there are 60 parrots. For every 3 toucans, there's 12 parrots. And for every 1 toucan, there were 4. Why? Because I'm going to show you something cool if you paid attention. This is how unit rate is important. 15 over 60 is equivalent to 3/12, which is also equivalent to 1/4. Do we all see that? You should be writing this down, guys. Because not every question doesn't have 100%. If every question had 100%, I would say, okay, I don't have to go over it. But the fact is, the reality is 66.2% of the entire 6th grade got this question right. That's concerning. All right, David Dominic, you got number 10.
Okay.
Your turn. Read the problem.
A basketball player attempts 15 baskets in a game. He makes 9 of the 10 baskets, which ratios describes the number of baskets the player made to the number of baskets attempted. So
What do we write?
it's 9 out of 15, but we need to simplify it. So we will divide. Okay, so we will write 9. And then we will write 15, and we will have to divide both of them by 3, and then it will be 3 and 5, because 3 divided by 15 equals 5, and 3 divided by 9 equals 3.
I hope you all heard.
So the answer will be A.
That was easy for you. Good, David Dominic. So to recap what he did, he looked at the problem, ratio, order matters, guys. Okay, attempted, I put it in red. He attempted 15, that goes on the denominator. Why? Because it said made over attempted. What is the ratio of made first, then attempted next? 9/15. He then said, okay, I can divide the top and bottom by 3. I now get 3/5. That says for every 3 baskets made, he attempted 5, which is the same as for every 9 baskets made, he attempted 15. Does this make sense now? Are we learning from our mistakes? I hope so. Okay, I got a few more to go over. This is another one, graphing. We got 51.9% of the students got this one correct. So I am going to call on this one. Someone I haven't heard from. I am going to call on, let me see, Dwight. Dwight, Earth to Dwight. Wow, Noel's late, but he came. Hey, Dwight, this one's for you, young man. If your mic is not able to be muted, to be able to come off, you need to email Mr. Blau and you need to get that repaired. I think that that's your issue, right? All right, Kayla, read number 11. Lorena, camera's on. Or you go in the waiting room. Lorena, you good? Okay, Kayla, read number 11.
Which coordinate plans show the polygon with 4 vertical graphs?
Okay, so we want to find the vertices. A vertice, folks, is an endpoint that makes up the ordered pair. So look, these are the endpoints, the vertices. So Kayla, the first point is -5, 5. When I graph, I start where? What's this center point called?
The origin.
Good. Now I want to go to -5 on the x. So do I move to the right or the left, young lady?
To the left.
Okay, I'm going to move to -5. Now I want to go up to the blue circle. Is that 0.5? -5, 5. Is that true, Kayla?
Yes.
Okay, so far it matches. Okay, let's go do 2, 4. Talk to me. Start at the origin and what do I do? I want to go to +2. Do I move to the right or the left?
Right.
Okay, and then I want to go to +4. Do I move up or down?
Up.
Up. So is this 2, 4, what you just told me? Yes or no?
Yes.
Good, so far this is correct. Okay, let's go do 6, -2. Start at the origin and what do we do?
We go to the right.
Okay, we go to the right 6. How do I get down here? Do I go up or down 2?
Down.
Down 2. Is this 6, -2, young lady?
Yes.
Okay, so far 3 of the 4 are correct. We got to test every point. -6, -3, -6, young lady. I'm going to use green. I want -3. I'm going to move to the right or to the left of the origin.
Left.
Okay, now I'm at -3. And now I want to go to -6. Do I move up or down?
Down.
Down. See, you know what to do. Look. -3, -6. This one you might just need a screenshot. I don't think you can graph this one. So Kayla, our green point, is that the same as what's not checked here?
It's the same.
Okay, so the answer is A, folks. I know a lot of you guys picked, what did you guys pick on this one? You guys were picking B because you were not reading carefully. Because you were confusing on B. A lot of students picked B because they thought that the third point said -6. That's why they picked B. Because clearly in all of these vertices, right? The first 2, they're all correct. Oh no, they're not all correct. Let me take that back. All right, so the answer was A. We good? All right, let's move on. All right, this one, 80% of the class got right. I don't need to go over that one. This one, 63% of the class got it right, which means I need to go over it. Noel De La Rosa, I need you to read me number 13. 62.3% of the entire 6th grade got this question right. So please read the question and walk me through what you would do as if it was your test. What would you do?
Consider the list of numbers in the table below. Table A, 4, B, -1, C, -6, and D, 3. Which number line correctly represents all the values given in the table?
All right, let's look at A. What does that bracket mean? Absolute value, or what does it mean?
Like the absolute value of 4.
Okay, but we're not going to graph the answer. We're going to graph just the number in the bracket, okay?
Okay.
So I'm going to use a purple circle. Look at choice A. Is A at 4?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to put a circle around it. Okay, we're going to use, I don't know, the next color is blue. Talk to me about B. Look at choice A. Is B at -1?
No.
B isn't at -1? Look at answer choice A.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's okay.
I didn't see the minus sign.
It's okay. And we know that this is that +1. So can that be true on B?
Yeah. No.
Okay, so we're going to do what with it? Cross it off, right? B has to be, so, okay, hold on one second. Now here, A had to be at 4. Is A at 4 here?
No.
Okay. And is A at 4 on this one?
Yes.
Okay, and then we want to catch B, who you said was -1. So is B -1 here? Is B -1?
Yeah.
Okay, so far we're left with either A or D. We got to test every point. So let's now go use red for C now. -6. Okay, help me out. -6. Is C at -6 here?
No.
Okay, so what do we do?
Cross 8 out.
All right, awesome. What are we left with?
D.
Because C is at -6, and is D at +3 here?
Yes.
So what is the correct answer?
Number line D.
Yeah, so I don't understand what the issue was. He just did it, guys. You guys just didn't read carefully. You just saw that okay, 4 -1, let me pick that. Or you saw that, all right, well, or you saw B. A lot of you guys picked A and B. You have to read carefully. Okay, let's move on to 14 now. 80.5% of the class got this one right. Justin Hudson, this one's for you. Which ordered pair identifies point A on the graph? So almost 81% of the entire 6th grade got this one right. So Justin, we start at the origin, right? Mr. Hudson. All right, how do we get to A? Do we move to the right or the left, Justin? I want to get to this point.
To the left.
How much?
4 times.
And how many times do I move up? Let's count. 1, 2. What comes after 2?
3.
So look, Justin just said the answer. -4, -3. You should have picked choice B as in boy. Okay, again, almost 81% of the class got this correct. Same thing on number 15. In which quadrant is point S located? Isabella Santiago, this one's for you. Hi, talk to me about the quadrants. What quadrant is point R in?
1,
Okay. How about point Q? What quadrant is that in?
2,
What about P?
3,
And what about S?
4.
Okay. Now that she understood the quadrants, Isabella, read the question and tell us the answer, please.
In which quadrant is point S located? And the answer is D.
I mean, can't get any easier than that, right, Isabella?
I actually had a problem on this. I knew the answer, but when I submitted, it said like there was no right answer. So I got it wrong.
No, we went in and corrected it, so you got the credit for it.
Okay, thank you.
That was question 16 on the form. Yeah, you're good. You got the credit for it. All right, thanks for telling me that. All right, last question. 90.9% of the class got this right. When you divide, you get 91. Real quick. 8 into 728. I know that 8 goes into 70. I know that 8 goes into 72 9 times. This gives me 72. I then subtract 0, bring down the 8. I'm going to do this one. 8 divided by 8 is 1. 1 times 8 is 8. Therefore, I arrive at 91. I multiply 91 to check my work times 8, and I should get 728, which I do. Okay. I'm surprised that this isn't 100%. Does anyone have any questions on anything that we just reviewed today? Okay, before we go on to your exit ticket, I need everyone to hold their notes up now. I'm going to take, there's 2 screens. I'm going to take a screenshot of all of the students that took their notes. But before I do that, make sure I can see your face. Hold the notebook like so that your face is somewhat visible, something like that. Just kind of bring it to the screen and you're in it. Okay, so I don't know, Tyrone, no notes. Natalie, notes. Jamie, notes. Michelle, notes.
Be right back.
No, there's no being right back. It's note-taking skill time. That's the first screen. Let me go to my second screen. Those that did their notes. If you have notes, you hold them up. If you didn't take notes, that's on you. Thank you. Shout out to those that took notes. I'm going to make note of those that did not take notes. Okay. So here's what's going to happen now. I scheduled the...
I didn't take notes. I took screenshots.
Well, okay, whatever you did. Thank you. So what I released for you all is I released the exit ticket. It's going to look something like this. You are not rushing because it's time stamped. You are going to tell me what class you're in. Question 2, you're going to grade this class on a scale of 1 to 10 because we reviewed the IA questions that were incorrect. So you're going to do 10 being the best, 1 being, yo, lady, I don't know what you're talking about. You're going to tell me how you understand it now. Do not submit it yet, because if you do, I'm going to delete it. You're going to tell me what number has the greatest absolute value. You're going to do a ratio question, and then you're going to do a division with fractions. Once you're done, you're going to hit the submit button, and I will see the responses that will come in. Let me just make sure I turned it on. Because if I did not turn it on, you will not be able to complete the quiz. And it looks like it is on. So at this point, you now may begin. Please read the questions carefully. You have the next 12 minutes to finish. Shout out to those that attended today. I appreciate you. I can't wait to hear your feedback on how this was helpful now. Good luck.